story of myth long forgotten, of a war that once stained this dark earth red and yet would never make it into my school books. For it is far easier to ignore the terror in these lands, the terror born of these hands, when slaughtered to near extinction, Victoria's population reduced from 60,000 to 2,000 in 30 years. This is our killing fields. This is our genocide. This is our history, and I am ashamed.
The definition of race is never as black or white as it may appear on an A4 page. Let love and not hate straighten your spine. Speak words that are just, but never let hate taint your tongue. For we are the children of men and women that have survived, endured and grown, kings and queens without crowns or thrones. Daughter of a diaspora, though your feet may never kiss solid ground, nor your wearied limbs rest or belong to any homeland, take heart in the fact that the evolution of man begins with you. Take heart in the fact that the evolution of man begins with you. So create and start anew.
Do you know how war goes? Feeding on the lost souls. Do you speak in Morse code, or do you speak for men? They say that it's hocus pocus, but I know that they're overdosing on posters opposed to hope, as opposed to denote the Pope as a post-colonial local. They're loaded with quotes of the Bible, King Solomon's own survival. I jutted in pen, my saliva's more salty than all of the eyes of the children of mothers who've died in attacks from Afghanistan troops with the battle camp boots and a pack of canned soup and a back of their troop carrier packed to the roof with a batter seat to their jacket, their crew, new king. But it's their coup. You govern.
Sun of glory dusk and moon luster. Scribbled etchings up and down her waist, her thigh, belly pregnant with the transformation of her sunset sinful lies, this inner naked before his hungry eyes. But what of thee could he covet, could he desire? A soldier of lust, an appetite for her secret, sacred musk, hands that swallow, palms thick fed upon whispers of skin, a mere lifetime of offerings at the temple of him, fingernails scream up and down blackboard spines. He never bound by space or time, branding this love.
My lids covered your eyes, and your teeth clenched in my mouth, where my sights were all you saw, so my fears became your doubts. Where your left hand joined my right when we came to pray to keep this love alive, where your hands definitely cut my wrist, but I still called it suicide. Confluence, where when it was over, only half my face was left, and half this skeleton lay broken. Half my heartbeat, half my pulse, and half this chest, and less than half my words were spoken. Half a bird seemed to chirp, half its song, and half a tree. When us became you again, and we became me.
To keep her head above the suck of the water that fills her lungs, that pulls her down, she's about to drown. To taste the icy water, just an ignorant slaughter when the iceberg hit the ship and its bows did rip, and yet we stay up here and sip our martinis dry as the music they've been playing us, it blocks out the cry. So we deny until we comply, and our tongues are tied and our ears are closed, and we cannot hear the rhythm and the beat within our body. No, we cannot hear the rhythm and the beat within our body. Would you hear the rhythm and the beat within your body? There's a beat, so bang your drum. There's a beat, so bang your drum. There's a beat, so bang your drum. There's a beat, and it's calling you to speak. There's a beat, and it's calling you to speak.
Fingertips worship lips they long to touch. Eyelids flicker and spinal cords quiver, yes. Even Father Time would be lost in your eyes. To take a sip of your soul is a gift from the divine. To have the taste of your spirit play on my tongue. To be loved. To be loved within an inch of my existence. For I was but a guest in winter's home, while he was aglow by the bay, sun and shore. But I swear upon our meeting, even
Lukas, Haralambus, he said, your name means light, joy, illuminated. Your first name is the same name as the first saint who painted the first icons that line our churches and are worshipped every day. You shall not be afraid. And at that moment, the ocean began to fall. The waves crashing above me began to look like clouds again, and I began to feel something like proud again. All of my ancestors stood forth and said, look up, write with this quill, so that when your great granddaughter is in pain and needs to be freed, may you then come and stand with us so we all can give her exactly what she needs. May our air in your lungs speak new words with your tongue. Sequel bun, stand the fuck up, son. You have only just
All around
go.
me. May I be a sponge on the bottom of the ocean, lost in the expanse of you. The mystery of God is looking into the sun to be undone by the absolute excess of light, so that even as I see you, my eyes are blinded by you, and this light is undefinable yet undeniable, and I am left to delve into the knowing of the unknowing, where the light is so bright, the mystery is found in the fact that I cannot look lest I go blind. So leave it all behind, leave behind the machinations of the intellect, leave behind the senses and all things sensible, beyond reason, beyond rationality. The who-ness of God dwells
and
in
you are poetry bled from calloused feet. You are love and life hidden in the whisper of wrinkled skin. Mother of a million men. Mother of a million men, healer of hearts bent. Upon your lap a continent has been nourished and fed. If you only knew what your absence has meant. Mother of a million men, healer of hearts bent, for longing for you drips from black backs like an ocean of sweat. And we salt water people, we sing our dead, garnish wombs with the wisdom they left. So who was it that taught you to forget?
So never let your eyes become over-familiarized. Stay wide-eyed and wide open to a world that is always speaking, and let the breeze blow through you as leaves clap hands to applaud the wind. And so the trees awake from their slumber, so you too slumber no more. I have heard your roar, it shook this cubby house, broke the damn floor. It sounds like the echo of a lion, sounds like you should be proud. So never back down from the line that runs between things. A black and white world was not made for you. Labels are lazy, so do not use them. Boxes are easy to make, to put people in, but they are so much harder to escape. So remember, a box was cardboard once, and that cardboard was a tree, and that tree would hide itself in shame if it knew what it had become. So honor the tree.
Insurmountable, unaccountable, I'm an undeniable, unreliable, maniacal liability. I fire soliloquies, and my liturgies literally leave a literary litany. You see, when I was little, they told me I was illegitimate, illiterate, and limited. Little did they know that in a minute I'd be killing it. I'm vivid like in cinnamon, so my synonym is vividness. I stick it like I'm cinnamon and kill it like a militant. I live it like a citizen, you live life like imprisonment. Besides, the indigenous immigrant might be the most legitimate of citizens, so it's better to live a life like us. It's better to live a life like us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Please resist me. Be safe on your way home. Wishing you all the true wealth and prosperity in the world. Much love.